It's been a while since I brought y'all down here to the hoop house, and I thought I'd just show you how things are progressing. I've actually got a lot of work to do. The okra is getting really big, and it's getting big at the base, and you can see it's wallowing out a hole around the bottom of the plant because it's getting so top heavy. So I'm going down through here and I'm trimming them back. I've already trimmed this side some. I don't know if you can see from there. I've trimmed this side up. I'm going to go trim the other side up, and then we're going to go to the tomatoes. I'm going to try to cut this where you can see it. Just cutting the bottom branches off. Try to give it just a little bit more space. Clean it out so that it can grow taller. It's going to grow a whole lot taller. Pluck a few of them weeds out. I'll just go all the way down through here doing that. Don't want to cut them all off because it will take away from the production by doing that. But it's not going to hurt anything to cut off several of the ones on the bottom. Tomatoes do the same thing. If you cut some of the ones off on the bottom, they will grow taller. And they will actually, you think they won't, but they'll produce more. Let's pull a few of these weeds up. This one we never did thin. You can see how many are growing around the bottom there. So I'm going to cut the smaller ones off and just leave one big one. I would pull them up, but I'm afraid I'll disturb the roots so much that it would kill the one that I leave. So I'm just going to cut it off and keep them trimmed back. You can see there I got a volunteer tomato plant, but I don't want that one, so I'm going to get rid of it. Looks to me like that one in the middle is the largest one, so we'll stick with it. Pull that up. There's another volunteer. And the chickens will love this stuff. So on the tomatoes, I've got to tie these vines up. Some of them are falling over. They're kind of tangling up. So I'm going to untangle them, get them separated, and then I'm going to tear some of the suckers out again and cut some of these off the bottom. So I'll cut this one, and then I'm going to put the camera somewhere where I can work a little bit better. Same thing applies here. I'm going to cut these back. They're going to get taller. Now, I've shown you this, I think, in a video before, but anytime you see a branch growing off of the trunk, and then there is another one growing right in the middle of it, that is called a sucker. And it's okay to cut those off, because what that does is it just draws energy away from the producing part of the plant. There's another sucker. Cut that off, and you want to be sure you don't cut one off that's got blooms on it, because if it's got blooms, it's not a sucker. Okay, we'll set the camera up here. This is called a hornworm, and what that sucker will do is it will destroy your tomatoes. Yeah, I smashed it. I will have to put some neem oil on these, and then I'm going to have to come down here at night, and I'll try to film that. I have to come down here at night with a black light. You turn that black light on, and they'll just glow. They're really hard to see in the daylight, but if you use a black light on them at night, they're real easy to see. Gather all the clippings up, but before I do, I was going to show you some of the progress. We got some good looking tomatoes on several of the vines, and then we've got some pepper going. Let's see, can't remember where all of it is. There's some blooms right there. Blooms on that one, blooms on that one. We picked a little bit off the other day. There's some bell pepper starting right there. Let's see, didn't I see a jalapeno? Maybe I didn't. Oh well, I know we got pepper somewhere. There's some banana pepper, what I call banana pepper. There's some little jalapenos. There's a decent sized jalapeno right there. Those were called, fooled you, so it fooled me too. That is not really a jalapeno. It looks like a jalapeno, but it's not hot. It's a jalapeno without the heat. And our cucumbers, we're getting cucumbers now. We picked off 2 or 3 cucumbers, and I'm excited. Finally, I've got a little eggplant going on right there. Can't wait on that. I love eggplant. Got blooms on some of the others. We got a bunch of blooms on our squash. I hope it makes it. Right now it's just full of blooms, so I don't know. And I think we got a little bit more tomatoes in here. And this okra is not doing so hot. I might have to do a little work on this. They look a little unrepaired or unnurtured. Oh yeah, this stuff right here, this fennel, it's the stuff that when you eat it, it tastes like licorice. You pull it out of the ground and it has a bulb on it, and that's the part that you eat. I'm kind of excited about that, just to see what it tastes like. I've never had it before, so that'll be interesting. Let's gather this up and go to the chicks. wasn't kidding when I said the chickens love these clippings. Check this out. On my way back from feeding the chickens the clippings off the garden, I noticed that the blueberries had ripened up a few more, so I'm going to pick those. These are good fat blueberries too. That's a good one. Have to get in here and get these before the crows do. I put up some tin pans and a storm come through the other night and blew this one down, and I'm putting these in. But it seems to have scared them off a little bit, so. You don't want to pick these if they're a little on the red side. A little on the red side and they're still kind of sour. So you want to be sure they're blue. They almost look black.